Welcome to 2 on the 10.
Are we back, baby? 2 on the 10.
Yes, sir.
I'm Paul.
I'm Mitch.
Greedy Nick.
Greedy.
Oh, you know what time it is, man.
2 on the 10.
Yeah. About to get in summer, a couple weeks away from the, summertime, about to hit. Everything's changing up here a little bit. Summer is kind of a time of changing. It brings in the old, sees the old go and bring out the new. You know,
Talk about the snowbirds. They're leaving.
get them motherfuckers. Right. You know what I'm saying? That is, I'm going to enjoy that because these motherfuckers don't know how to drive. That's the one thing is, I swear, it's like, and you probably going through it over the age of 60, right? Is man, I feel like once you get into like your 70s and stuff like that, you should have to fucking take a driver test every year because you should not be on the road, man.
See, I disagree. If we can have presidents of the United States in their 70s.
I don't even think that's right. You know what I'm saying?
Agree.
I think there should be an age limit for these motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all up there. Here's my thing. When you got these gray-haired old men up here trying to decide for the new generation, you know what I'm saying? That shit ain't.
Hey, Ken doesn't do that.
He's stupid. But, I'm saying it frustrates me because, we normally don't dip into politics, but, we'll talk about it a little bit, is, you got these old school cats, and some stuff I agree with, some stuff I don't, just the way of the world. But, they got, they're making life-changing choices for generations after they're gone, you know what I'm saying? And so, which is, to me is not right. I think there's some hypocritical shit out there, you know what I'm saying? It's, they're asking, free speech and, right to bear arms, but then, you want to be up a woman's coochie, talk about a reproductive system, you know what I'm saying? So for me, you can't have it both ways, you know what I'm saying? You gotta go either one way or you gotta go another. You know what I'm saying? What do you want? You can't pick and choose.
No, do you think
which rights? Which rights you think is right? Which one is wrong? You know what I'm saying?
Well, let me say this. Do you think that these people that are in the highest places of politics, we're talking politics, the surface level of it, of politics,
right?
Do you really think they're making the decisions? This is their policies, what they believe in? Because if that's the case, okay, so be it. But I don't know. It seemed to be very advantageous to keep people at odds, and
You think it's just more division?
I think it's more a puppet show. I think it's more, again, it's more entertainment, it's more a puppet show, and it's more get people divided, keep people divided, arguing about stuff that's never going to get fixed, and people will go to their graves passionately picking one side or the other, keeps the divide going. They know where to throw, which ball to throw in what court,
right.
And people, I know brilliant people on both sides. Here's one thing I'm very blessed to have. Friends, I don't look at my friends in political terms. I look at them in their heart, their energy, who they are, what I see them as. But it's funny. Even some of my really good friends, if you notice when they send you messages and stuff, they always send you their political standpoint on shit. And that's fine. I like to learn, or at least have a better understanding, I should say. I don't think I'm learning anything if I think it's rigged,
Right. No, I get what you're saying, because like I said, our politics have changed over time. I think that's what happens when you get older. You start seeing the world in a different light. When you're young, you want to look through rose-colored glasses and think everything's on a fair playing field until you get older and you understand that's not the fucking case. You know what I'm saying? When you talk about puppets, I kind of think that when people don't have or more followers, that's what creates fucking puppets. Because here's the thing is they don't have fucking ideas or thoughts for themselves, you know what I'm saying? Or like you said, they don't go and do the research and go out and hear both sides and make a honest or a conscious decision.
And then let's add one more level. That person that promises that is actually going to follow through with their promise.
Right.
There's so many levels to it that it almost protects itself for whoever puts it in place. Because we kind of come to an understanding. Every year, I don't care which side you're on.
Right.
People make promises; those promises aren't kept.
Oh, they're never kept. I mean, on both sides, they're never kept.
and again,
I think they're just they're pie in the sky. They got one or two ideas that make
So
it.
can we say we are the definition of insanity? Because we keep doing the same thing over and over. Go to vote, rock the vote, go to vote. These people are going to have our best interest, and they never do. They never do. They never do. They never do. But we repeat it over and over again and hope for a different result.
Well, I totally agree with you. I think until this country kind of embraces a third party, you know what I'm saying, and a actual third party candidate has an actually a legitimate chance to win, we're gonna be stuck in this quandary. Because I could tell you, there's right now so many, and this is why it kind of baffles me why we don't have. You talking about being brainwashed? Why we don't have a third party candidate coming up and actually, being if someone moderate came across and could touch both sides and actually do something,
He'd probably get assassinated.
yeah, you know,
If
he might
he came up on his own merit, but most of the time they come up on somebody else's placement.
right. I get what you're saying. It's. I'm just saying, we're going to be stuck. You keep saying that we keep doing the same thing. Yes, we're going to keep doing the same thing as long as we have the two-party system that we have right now. So until we decide we're going to
Until there's a new world order in place, which we'll beg for. Again, part of the puppet show.
right.
In my opinion, let me just say one more thing. I was talking about Barber today, and we got to get him on the show. That dude's a brilliant, brilliant mind, thinks out the box and everything else. And it's funny, you talk about age. Look at what they've got in store for people. Can we all agree? I mean, that people's dollar goes far less right now than it ever did, right?
Oh yeah,
Okay,
of course.
it goes far less. Can we also agree that the generations coming up from under us have different ideals? I don't want to stereotype a whole generation and say they don't work hard, but they have different ideals, and they're getting influenced. People that were born in the computer tech era, the influence is crazy. I can stereotypically say they expect what they see on Instagram. If they could watch TikTok all day, that'd be their job.
Right.
You know what I mean? Again, so here's what's interesting. We went from the 50s and 60s where the man worked, the woman stayed at home.
Right.
You could afford to go on vacations. You could afford to own your home. You could live a good life.
Right.
You had a retirement. It was generational wealth. You passed down to your family, to their family, their generation, the house,
Right.
and everything else, debt free, et cetera.
Right.
And then somehow in the 80s and 90s, the 90s really changed it, in my opinion, and it's kind of coincidental because that started the tech era. But it looks like now all of a sudden, both people have to work if you're married. It's getting to the point where to own a house, you have to have 2 to 3 incomes now.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, if you didn't have some kind of
Yep.
game going in, or you didn't have some kind of luck, or you didn't build your own fortune going through it, okay? But really think about this. You know how they're talking about extending the age to where you get, retirement and stuff? Okay, in my opinion, in the perfect world, they want you to they want you to work till you're 70, 75, in my opinion. They're trying to push the age back.
Right.
You guys agree?
Yeah, for
Okay,
sure.
they're trying to push the age back. But with all the expenses and what it doesn't buy you anymore, you don't have the retirement. You don't have the extra time. You can't pass things down.
Right.
Eventually, it's just going to be a rental society to where you're going to depend on the government to bail you out or to have the place where you stay. And again, so you're going to be financially, and I hate to say this, but we already are, but you're going to be a truly financial slave to the system, working till you're 70 or 75. And guess what? In my opinion, there's going to be things that make you keel over at 76. If you, again, look at it as far as a society with contributors.
Right.
And that's how I believe the powers that be run this thing. If you can't contribute to society, we're not here to hold you up. Doesn't matter what you did up to that point.
No, I got you.
And again, I truly look at it that way. So I think when we're talking about age, we need to look at that. That's the most unfair thing on the board, is getting people to work till they're 70, 75, the American dream, and then basically, oh, you passed out, you're done. I mean, again, that's why the only thing to counter that, because I don't want to be too negative, I want to be glass half full, not glass half empty, is enjoy each encounter you have each day. I'm going to keep saying that. Enjoy the interactions you have. The smaller things in life will become the greater memories.
Exactly.
Like again, you want to make sure you appreciate that interaction with that person that has that good energy, that truly cares about you, because and you want to make sure you can make a person's life better with the littlest gesture. Show that you care. All those things will build up so that this isn't a miserable existence. Because the way it sounds, the way I tell it, it sounds like a miserable existence.
No, I hear you. And it kind of hit home for you. I mean, this weekend, right?
Oh yeah. Okay. So speaking of life, thank you for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I got a friend, Robert Brooks. Shout out to Robert Brooks. He's watched the show. Good friend. He passed away on Tuesday. I think I spoke a week ago where we went to his on Cinco de Mayo. I went to his birthday party, surprise birthday.
Right.
We honestly, now I could talk about it. I didn't know if he would make it that far. And again, it's not about this. Didn't want to not have a party. It wasn't about that. It was we wanted to make sure he made it to the point where he showed to where people could show their love and appreciation for him while he was still here. And he had that surprise, and it was like the best event ever. And then right after that, like he kind of started deteriorating, went into hospice. And he passed this past Tuesday. Rest in peace to Robert Brooks. He watched the show. He came to me about Mitch. That one show where you tell me you lost to the midget, I was dying, bro. I just kept laughing. You guys are funny.
Right.
So, man, that dude, and I'm just gonna tell you one thing in his honor. I remember when I first met the cat, he's big in East Mesa, so he was at all the bars, and I'd be at all the bars. We crossed paths.
No.
And yeah, exactly. Yeah, believe it or not, and so he would come around and buy like the whole place. It was like a SETI. He'd buy the place shots.
Right.
And I'd be at the bar sometimes. At the end of the day, already faded. And he's like, hey, here's a shot or whatever. I'm good. Thank you, bro. Thank you, though. I'm genuinely, no, you got to take one. You got to drink. And I'm like, nah, bro, I'm cool. I don't, and again, it was one of those things where I wasn't trying to be rude, but I didn't need a grown man buying me shots,
Yep.
And it was the end of the day, and maybe I was a little stubborn, but I was like, I'm cool, I didn't want to play the whole, okay, I got to get you around back, whatever. But he was doing it generally. He came around with a tray handing shots, and he did 3, 4, 5 times. I remember one time it almost got it. I'm like, no, and then his friend pops in, hey, he doesn't want a shot, man, whatever. And then finally, I took a different stance to it. I go, here, I got you, but I'm running it back with you. Here you go, send him back, and we became cool. We became friends.
There you go.
And then when I found out he was at the Moose Lodge when I just joined up, it was like, what are you doing here? Oh shit, this is gonna be fun.
Right.
And then, again, so shout out to him, man. Rest in peace to Rob. And then, obviously, much love to his family, friends, and his girl, Candace. We're going to miss you. You're a legend out in East Mesa and everywhere. And again, and all I can say is enjoy the time. Like you said, thanks for bridging that, because enjoy the time you have. Appreciate the special people in your life. All this other noise. Yeah, life is tough for everybody. We don't know what anybody else is going through, so that just means even further. Man, take the time to give that good energy to people, especially the people that you don't know what they're going through. They haven't done anything to you. Hey, give them the benefit of the doubt. Give them that good energy. You know what I mean? And let's have an appreciation for life, because again, it looks, when we talk about it or you read it in paper, it looks gloomy.
Oh no, I get what you're saying, and that's what I'm saying, man. It's just, we got to come on here and just, express our frustration with the whole thing, because I look at it and it don't have to be that way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I feel it doesn't have to be that way. I mean, right now it's beyond common sense. Some shit's beyond it's common sense.
Can I
you know what I'm
ask-
saying?
can I ask this
But I
stuff?
think so many people got fucking agendas. It goes.
Well, that's what I was going to say. Here's the thing. It doesn't make sense to the people that are in a position to make the changes or to benefit from the changes.
Gotcha.
So if we're on the top of the pyramid, yes, being pun intended,
Right.
guess what? We are looking at it from a different standpoint than being in the mix or being at the bottom of the pyramid.
I got you.
It doesn't make sense, because we truly believe in a place, deep down that this is our, we should believe it's our God-given rights for certain things. But guess what? We buy bottled water. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If they could sell air, they would.
Right.
In fact, I wouldn't be surprised when they put it.
Well, I mean, fuck you, they do sell air. You know what I'm saying? You go to air up your tires, it costs you $1.25. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
air used to be free back in there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so I mean, okay, so take it from that standpoint. If they sell water, if they could bottle air and sell it to us, why do you think they're going to eventually do the dome cities? Probably, to where you're going to have to pay for air. One more thing.
I ain't gonna
And again,
Dome City.
again, I'm telling you, man, it's funny because they beat you down on every single way. And I'm not going to say I'm not going to make a case for comparing one to the other, but again, I want to watch my words correctly. But mental bars or mental whips and chains is something. And again, not taking anything away from anything else, but it's a whole other animal. And it's an animal I think a lot of people are dealing with. It's getting pencil whipped is probably the best way.
Gotcha.
For people that don't know that phrase, it's when someone that does the paperwork, basically makes you pay.
Yeah,
It's called getting pencil whipped.
Right.
you're paying, whether it's your student loans, whether it's your medical bills, whether it's, your taxes, whether it's,
It's something.
yeah, it's always something. Sales tax, property tax, tax on tax on tax on tax that you've already paid that, gets handed down to you. It's crazy, and it's always you're guilty until proven innocent. It's not the American way, but we always hold these ideals up. Again, we could go on forever, but
Yeah, I just wanted to say for all of you that joined the 2 on the 10 podcast today, expecting the 2 on the 10 podcast, welcome to the political hour. This is Mitch, Colin, Nick. It's a new
No, we just had to
podcast we have going on this week.
we just had to get some shit off our chest.
first of all, I left wing, right wing, same bird.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
it drops shit on everybody.
Exactly. I just had to get some shit off my chest, man. 'Cause I'm just a little frustrated with the fucking whole system. You know what I'm saying? It's like, like I said, I don't even watch the news anymore because
I don't watch the news.
Yeah,
It's been doom and gloom and it's fear.
I just want to know, Paul, who hurt you? Who hurt you? What happened this past week? Let me know what happened.
Ain't shit happening. It just, man, you know who I am? I'm frustrated because we were in the green room. We were up here. We were talking about Biden and Trump are going to have two. They've agreed on only having two debates. And you were like, oh, I was like, man, I think it's too many. We know what the fuck they're going to debate.
More rigged than a Jake Paul fight.
You know what I'm saying? The shit's, you know what I'm saying? It's like, really, it's for entertainment purposes only.
I'll tell you this.
The small thing.
This
It's
one-
like,
sorry.
and so that's why I'm getting at, if we're talking about terminus, we're going to see two geriatric motherfuckers get up there and go back and forth when we already know what they stand for, all right? My thing is, don't fucking waste the American public's time. Fuck debating. We know what you are. Let's just get to the polls. How are we going to fucking vote? You vote
Again,
that way and just do your
that's
thing,
taking
man.
it seriously. That's taking it on face value again. When in reality, they want sensationalism. They want shock value.
Yeah.
They want us to talk about. They're going to give their version of Drake and Kendrick.
Okay, I'm getting. My whole thing is what are we going to learn different about either one of them?
We're not. We're going to take this again. We're going to insanity and take the same shit over and over again.
That's what I'm saying. Is like what they're going to debate. We seen this fucking.
We love train wrecks. We love talking shit. We love forwarding clips. I mean, we live in that type of society to where, shit, I'm not even.
I love new train wrecks, man. I want to see the same one I just saw.
Let me say this. Well, talk about a new train wreck. I bet you if we said the debate is going to be Jake Paul versus Biden, probably get as many viewers.
Yeah.
like based on nothing. We live in an entertainment world. Again, go back to the Roman saying of, feed them bread and circuses, and they'll never revolt.
Right.
That strategy has been going on from back then to now.
No, I got you. I'm just saying is I'm tired of all the bullshit. That's all. So sometimes I got to vent.
No, I got you.
But back to the regular schedule.
Yeah.
Back to our regularly scheduled program.
Grady, how was your weekend, man?
I was brought to you by C-SPAN.
My weekend was good. I just kind of chilled and went to my favorite pizza spot that I know you don't like, but I like it. I love it. Go
Shout out to Domino's.
And then when I was in there sitting at the bar, there
I went to Little Caesars. I'm going to tell y'all right now. They got these little
mini pizzas. Yeah.
the little pizza cups. Them fuckers are fire, bro. Fire.
You're popping them like Tic Tacs.
For real. This shit is fire.
Hey, but so I went in there and one of the ladies that's associated with them out there, her name is Sam. She does a lot for breast cancer, so she
Okay.
does like Susan
Coleman. Yeah.
So she does a lot of fundraisers, and Gilbert Pizza is nice enough to sponsor a lot of them. So they were talking to me about it, and I signed Mitch up for a fundraiser this week.
you?
So Mitch is doing a baked ziti pizza eating contest on
Really?
this coming up Sunday.
you?
Well, it'll be passed by the time this airs.
I know, but here's
So
my-
next episode, you'll have to find out if Mitch won, the champ.
hold on. All right, so the champ of Laughlin.
Yep.
Putting your belt up on the line.
No, that's non-title.
Oh, this is a non-title
It's
fight.
for charity.
Oh,
It's for charity, but there is a trophy involved.
Okay, so
And Mitch can be Mitch's name.
So non-title fight.
It's non-sanctioned.
Okay. Joey Chestnut is he rumored to be?
No,
There's 11 contestants, last I heard.
Okay.
It's a 14-inch baked ziti pizza, so a 14-inch pizza with baked ziti
Okay.
across the top of it. And you have 45 minutes to finish it, and it's whoever can take it all down first
First.
wins.
Holy.
If anybody can. That's a big
been
pizza.
practicing?
No, but I'll tell you this. No,
Bro, I seen this motherfucker now. This is
Oh,
back.
I was hyping him up at the restaurant. I was telling him, I'm
This
like,
back at-
I seen him eat a burger that was as big as his head.
I see this
That had like a
motherfucker-
pound of bacon and a pound of cheese.
This motherfucker ate a 2-pound burger, bro. He used to be down in Awatuki, this spot down in Awatuki. Me, him, and my son went in there, and we all, and Mitch was like, they got this 2-pound burger in there. I'm like, yeah, okay, we go. I'm thinking, this is back when Mitch was like 50 years old and shit. But anyway, no, this to be all jokes aside, this is back when like we were much younger, right? And I'm like, I'm looking at the thing, I'm like, you know what? What got me was they put on a big ass fucking bun, right?
Yeah.
And so I thought I could match. I'm like 2 pounds. Yeah, I can fuck up 2 pounds. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I eat a pound, 1 pound burger like in fucking back there like it was my job, right? So I get in this motherfucker and I'm struggling because the fucking bun is thick.
Yeah.
This son of a bitch over here smashes down the motherfucker and is eating it like the fucking Cookie Monster.
I thought you were going to bring up that burger he ate in Laughlin that time.
Oh, well, I mean,
Bigger than his head, and that had like a pound of bacon on it and cheese and like a half pound of vegetables like tomatoes
here's the
and
thing
onions.
And it was after the club at 3
it
in
was
the
after
morning.
Here's the thing for you.
And he mashed that thing.
Here's the thing. For y'all don't know who Mitch Titano is, this motherfucker is the king of Laughlin for multiple reasons. And one of the reasons is fucking eating. This some bitch could eat, throw out.
Drink.
Yeah.
And drink. Nobody does it better.
Yeah.
I'll put Mitch up against anybody. Eating and drinking.
Well, I don't know. He might have slowed down now. He's in his 70s now. So he's like Mike Tyson, you know what I'm saying?
I'll take on Jake Paul.
But here's the thing. If he hits you, it's just like Mike Tyson. If he hits you, he might catch you, you know what I'm saying? You find him on one of them nights where, he's feeling frisky, feeling young, you know what I'm saying? He'd drink your ass on the table.
What's that country song? I'm in the country now. I'm not as good as I once was, but one time I'm as good as I've ever been or something.
Bro, I can
relate to that shit.
I think I've seen you drink a whole handle of vodka. I'm pretty sure I've seen like a whole.
For breakfast or?
No, like I've just seen this motherfucker in one sitting just sit there and just he's talking and motherfucking coherent, just talking, and all of a sudden the fucking handle's gone. We gotta go get another one.
Back in the day, me and Mitch used to hit the clubs. It'd just be me and him. We'd polish off a bottle and a half, easy.
Yeah,
Couldn't
I
hit
mean,
the
but
others.
that's the thing. I mean, back in the day, back in the day we used to cook. We used to cook by. I used to grill like a lot back in the day, and fucking, it would be me, you, Ken. Sometimes you'd be over, and fucking we go back there. It'd be like, we'd already had a party. Party would leave, and then we get hungry again.
Fire the grill up at like
Fire the grill 1 o'clock in the morning, and then I didn't have no light attached to the grill, so we had this little fucking lamp. Back in the day, I used to pull that bitch out, put it right next to the grill. We'd be out there 1:30 in the morning grilling. I mean, we looked like we'd be cooking for the party again. And it'd be the 3, 4 of us. It'd be us. We fucked there. Bro, we sit out there, we eat, we talk bullshit, and the fucking sun started coming up about 6:30 in the morning and shit.
All right, I'll see you guys later. See you guys this afternoon.
Do that shit all again. But so I'm interested to see what day is this? What day is it?
On this coming up Sunday, so it'll have passed by the next episode.
All right, but where is it? But where's it at though?
Sal's Gilbert Pizza,
Sal's Gilbert. You know what? What time?
2 p.m.
2 p.m. I might have to slide through.
You have to.
I might have to
I
slide
got
through.
some family coming through.
I don't know if I'm eating the pizza, but I'm definitely going there to some pizza.
I'm gonna wear red, white, and blue like
They do pizza on
Apollo,
slice over there?
Yeah,
like
they do.
Apollo Creed.
All right, I might go over there and
By
get a
Apollo
pizza.
Creed.
Hey, so then Mother's Day obviously was this past weekend too. So shout out to the moms.
Shout out, Mama.
Yeah.
My mama's in Mexico getting her drink on. I love you, Mom. You know what I'm saying? I'm so proud of my mom. Is like, she worked so fucking hard for us when she was growing up. You know what I'm saying? Single mom to my stepdad. Rest in peace, Bob Johnson. Till he came in came in her life, and and she never went on trips. I mean, she did that, and as she got older in life, she started to really appreciate. When she retired, got her money, and now she's been going on trips. I got to give it to her new husband, Joe. He's been pushing her out the house, getting her out of her box and stuff like that. And she's been going on some trips, and she just went on. I forget what spot down in Mexico, but she was down in Mexico. She loved the spot. She just wanted to go down there, and she said the breeze comes in so nice. It's the only place where so my mom, she has a hard time sleeping. I got the same fucking problem, but the breeze comes in and it puts her to sleep. She don't need no fucking Ambien, no nothing. It's just she gets to paint, she gets to read her book, and then she gets to just relax and go to sleep. And she loves it. And she took 7 days. And this is what I'm telling you, even at her age, man, is she's able to take that time out and just relax. That's what I'm saying. We talk about enjoying life. That's what she's doing right now. And I'm so proud of her. And yeah, shout out, Mother's Day. I wasn't able to spend Mother's Day with her this year, but I was so happy that she was able to doing her Mother's Day thing out there, in Mexico and enjoying her best life. So shout out to you, Miss Marilyn Johnson. I love you.
So
yeah.
So real quick, it's Mother's Day. We went to probably my favorite Italian restaurant in Arizona, Uncle Sal's.
Fazoli's.
No, Uncle Sal's in Scottsdale.
Uncle Sal's got one of probably arguably the best Parmesan. What's my chicken I like?
Chicken parm.
Chicken parm. Yep. There you go.
Hey, I got the veal parm. Amazing. Their veal is always amazing there.
What's it, about $40 now?
Yeah, it's been
Getting
fresh.
no pricey up there?
That one
But
was like $19.99.
yeah, but they're not open for lunch anymore. So they're more like a dinner restaurant. They used to be open for lunch. Used to have great lunch deals and deals at the bar. They still have some bars.
They still off.
Yeah.
They still off. What's that?
Aiden
Osborne.
Osborne, same
Aiden
spot.
Osborne,
Yep.
yeah.
They're supposed to be like tearing down that whole shopping center. Like I heard, like 5-6 years ago. I think COVID put like a hold on that. So
Okay.
still in the same spot. Still just
Carl
killing it.
Jr. went out.
Yeah, Carl's
They
Jr.
haven't even replaced it.
Yeah.
That's
RTOs is over there, right?
no, that's on Thomas.
Okay.
That's on Thomas.
But man, the food was so good. That the
Hold
veal
on,
I
is that
had.
open? Crossroads is open right there.
No, it's been out of business for a while.
I
Yeah,
know,
they just
I know,
closed.
but they
They just
nothing
closed the
on there.
Whataburger right there too.
Yeah, but that was because they had one right down the street. Trust
Yeah,
me.
and then they what's it called the taco shop there that I used to love. They changed that, and now it's not even as good.
That other chain, yeah.
Yeah.
The whole area's kind of taking a little bit of hit, except for Carlsbad Tavern.
Yeah, Carlsbad Tavern is so good too. So, but yeah, Uncle Sal's was amazing. So this week I've had the pleasure of eating at both. We've talked about these on the podcast. Angie's Prime Grill
Yes,
and Salad and Go.
right.
And I hit both of them a couple times this week, and I have an opinion,
Okay, go ahead.
and I'm gonna say this. So I like them both.
Okay.
I disagree.
Angie's Prime Grill, the meat, the chicken, the steak, much better than what you get at
Yeah.
Salad and Go.
Okay.
The other ingredients about the same. Although I went and at Angie's, I got like a part of an avocado that was like hard. I couldn't even like cut through it.
Right.
So I was like, eh. But the ordering process, they got to fix that at Angie's Prime Grill because it's like you go there and it's kind of a cluster. You order and then you pull right up to the window. You order and pay
Yep.
at this little kiosk, and then
Yep.
you pull up to the window,
Yep.
and then you sit there for like 5 minutes. And I got there, I ordered, and it was like you don't really know what's on the
Yeah, you don't
thing
know
you're
what's on the
ordering.
menu. Yep,
So you got to
yep,
tell
yep,
them, oh,
yep.
I don't want this, I don't want that. So then,
Yep.
so I go up to the window, I'm waiting. It's like 5 minutes. The guy goes to hand me my food. He's like, oh, I forgot your dressing. So he pulls it back and he puts the dressing in. And he's like, oh, you didn't want tomatoes, did you? Oh, let me make you a new one. So I sat there for like another 5 minutes while I mixed up a new one and then gave it to me.
Gotcha.
Like Salad and Go, for the most part, you ordered, they're just reading off a list. All right, he wants this, doesn't want this. They put it together and it's out the window. So there's two of them. There's an Angie's Prime and a Salad and Go in the same parking lot.
Yep.
I pulled into the parking lot. There was about 18 cars in line for Salad and Go. There was not one car in the Angie's
Are
Prime.
you talking about the one that's
Gilbert.
over at Gilbert?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
But that's also not Angie's Lobster. But
So,
Angie's
yeah. Okay. So I'm going to defend that a little bit. I'm going to defend them a little bit. I think it's a shitty location. I'm going to be honest with you. It's in the back. I didn't know what the fuck it was. For the longest time, it used to be Angie's Lobster, and they changed it up to Prime.
Yep.
I don't think. First of all, I don't think we will know what the fuck it is.
Yeah, but I mean, it's literally like
No, I know what it is,
fit
but
from the one building and hit the Salad and Go.
But Salad and Go is actually more in the front of Gilbert Road.
Street Cooking.
And that's the only thing I would defend on it is because, first of all, I didn't know. Like I would drive by it, I didn't know what the fuck it was, and I think they do a bad job of advertising, signage, and stuff like that. That's the only thing I know
And the
because
ordering process is
Well,
yeah,
okay.
because I can tell you this. From the first time that you put us on game on Angie's Lobster,
Yeah.
my girl craves that shit.
It's-
like sometimes we'll drive because we live like 20, 25 minutes from the
it's-
nearest one.
let's put it this way. On the East Valley, you can't get better fish. I mean, seriously.
Oh no.
Like for the
yeah.
price.
Oh no.
And you know, in some of the locations, they're doing burgers now too.
Yeah,
Really?
Yeah, they started in Thomas Road. Yeah, that's the
Okay.
first one.
So like I know that one over there, it's in, and so this is what I'm saying is I got to agree with you, but I got to disagree with it. That one over there, it's the location. It isn't the best, but the food for the price of the food is phenomenal.
They're both for the price are phenomenal.
I just think because when I finally do start fucking eating healthy, I need to start eating over that motherfucker for real. Because like you said, with the chicken, you can it's fast as to go. It's
Yeah, I've
already
had
there.
salads like 4 days this week.
I don't. And here's the thing.
I went to both of them because I wanted to kind of compare and see.
And here's the thing. I don't like salad and go. I think the shit's dry to me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's just my opinion. But I went to the one off. The
Chicken's
one
dry or the?
I think the salad, like the whole salad itself, like the chicken, the chicken. It's not really that good of a salad.
I think it's decent for what you're $6.
Yeah, but no.
Try to go to any restaurant and order a salad with chicken on it. You're paying $15.
We're talking about it back there. They just dropped their price because Angie's pressing them.
Yeah.
Well, they started, when they got bought out by and they became corporate and they started expanding, their prices started to creep up to like $7, $8.
Let's make sure for the listeners that don't know, let's talk about a little bit of the history real quick. So Salad and Go used to be owned by the owners of Angie's.
Yes.
So they sold. Now, I'm going to say this. I've done a little bit of homework on it, but my guess is that when they sold, to Salad and Go, they had a no compete, not compete.
Yeah.
So you couldn't do the salads, you couldn't do this. So 2 years passed, 3 years passed, and all of a sudden they come in with a story about Angie's Lobster.
Right.
You remember the mom?
Yeah.
The mom had cancer. They got, so, and that was a brilliant idea. They started getting those locations, and I think those work, and everybody appreciates it.
Yep.
The more you get to know about it, the lines around the building, et cetera, et cetera.
Shit, I wish they had a fucking.
Oh, without a doubt, Angie's Lobster.
I wish because the Prime is like 10 minutes from the house.
Yeah.
I wish the Prime was a fucking lobster.
Lobster, exactly.
I would be there fucking
All day.
I mean, that would probably be 2 or 3 times. I know my girl would be because she craves that shit all the
Well,
time.
let's put it this way: for the price, truthfully, for the same price as a fillet of fish and an order of fries, you can get a lobster or a crab roll and fries and a drink.
I think it was $7.99 for that motherfucker.
Yeah, and $8.99 with fries and a drink.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm going to tell you what I really think is going on. I think they're going to phase out lobster, and that was just their way to get locations to go back to Prime.
I said this on the show
really?
months ago.
But I think they're going to phase out lobster. I don't
Really?
think
Why?
I don't think
you think they're losing money?
I don't think it's sustainable.
No way, because
You think they're losing money on it?
They bought a farm. They bought a farm to
That's
source
the
it.
story they tell you.
Well, again.
Yeah.
I'll take
Because why wouldn't they put lobster at every Prime location too?
Because they need
and
the
why
size-
did they
the
take
sizing of the
some
kitchen.
lobster locations and then they
Because the
converted
sizing
them
of the kitchens and
just to
sizing
Prime?
of the places. They couldn't do both. Certain places had enough size to make both of them kitchens work, and others
I don't
didn't.
know because the lobster is small, bro. That's
But it's lobster, it's crab, it's shrimp.
Right.
And again.
So here's
you
the
gotta
thing.
fry, you got to have the fryers.
So here's the thing:
to back
if
it
they
up.
can't sustain those prices for what they get.
Here's the thing. I don't know that. I mean, it's questionable, especially with everything going on.
Right.
But I'll tell you this. I think it's more like you look at the successful companies. Biggest example is Amazon, right?
Right.
I don't even think it's anything more than their system and their logistics.
Yeah.
And I think that's what's hurting them. Don't get me wrong. They had a good idea. Salad and No came in, took it to the next level, started charging instead of $6, $8.
Right.
And then $8.99, whatever. We noticed the price increase, but because no one else was pressing them, hey, it was your only option. You ate healthy, you ate quick.
Yeah.
It was under $10, you appreciated it.
Right.
Then Angie's comes back. They use Angie's Lobster.
Right.
They strategically place them in places, and also, and now according to Angie's Lobster, the lady at Angie's Lobster told me that Salad and Go follows them wherever they place one.
Interesting. Okay.
But either way, they're usually on each corner.
Yeah,
they're on the corner.
Okay, well then that must be good news because there's a fucking Salad and Go
Yep.
actually going in 5 minutes down the fucking
So then we're
road.
going to see if Angie's Lobster follows.
hopefully.
But here's the flaw.
But both of them got drive-throughs, so
They do, but here's the difference, man. At least what I know. Even the Angie's Lobster that we like to go to.
Yeah.
So that's on Signal Butte and Guad.
Yeah.
You pull in. Okay, there's one. Okay, there's a.
There's no Salad and Go over there.
Yeah, there is.
Where?
Yeah, right next door. There's Sombreros and Salad and Go.
Really?
Yes,
It's
yeah.
right next door.
Yes.
And it doesn't have a drive-through.
Yes, it has a drive-through also.
Oh shit! I gotta go over there. I never noticed that.
So hey,
Holy fuck!
so real quick, so at least the one on Signal Butte and Guad, they have a split drive-through.
Okay.
So 2 places.
Yeah.
meet,
Yeah.
Okay. And
There's
you don't-
20 cars deep
And
over
you
that
don't
bitch.
order until you get
Right there
almost to the window.
Yeah.
And so it's confusing. And then all of a sudden, that's where you see the menu and it pops
Yeah.
up real quick.
Yeah.
And you got to figure it all out right when you get there on the whim. Hey, you ready to order? Go.
Yeah.
And you're like, hold on, I don't. And so that's one of the biggest flaws. And then 2, you order and you have 1 car space for them to get your order ready, but the 20 cars are waiting haven't even been put in the mix.
Yeah.
So they got to figure that out because they're wasting space and time. And then what else is insulting is, okay, so I'm pulling up and I see 5 people on one line.
Yep.
But I see the other line where you can go in and you
Yep.
can basically cut all
Yeah.
5
Oh,
cars.
fuck. Bro.
And I'm
hold
sitting
on,
there.
hold on. I'm glad you brought that up, bro. So there was a lady, we did the same fucking exact thing. You know what I'm saying? You can pick the 2 lines, right? And it just so happened, we're already in line. We get there before.
Yeah.
For some reason, the other line where these people pulled in not 2 minutes after we did, right?
Can cut 5 cars.
And were able to get the fuck in front of us and saw us there.
And don't give a fuck.
Don't give a fuck. Yes, that's infuriating because I was like, hold on, we've been fucking.
Yeah. You're trying. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Nobody's a sucker on this panel.
Yeah.
Okay. We pull up. You're trying to be respectful.
Yeah.
I see the whole thing. My brain looks at
Right.
My brain looks at chess, not checkers.
Right.
So when I'm sitting there pulling up, I'm like, okay, I could take this lane and cut 4 people.
Yeah.
But I don't want to be an asshole. I'm not trying to. I'm not trying to to be that dude today. But I don't want to wait here forever.
Right.
So I pull up 5 people behind and I wait. And I'm hoping that everybody else follows the same thing because the whole line's,
Hey, I'm gonna give you the counter to that.
Yeah.
Okay.
The 4 other people that pulled up and got in line by the same person when there was a second lane, that's on them. They should have said,
I'll tell you
No,
this.
no,
I
no,
don't
no,
think
no,
so.
no,
I don't
no,
think
no,
that.
same thing.
I don't think that.
McDonald's
Guess
has
what?
2 lanes.
Guess what? I get
always
that.
go to the lane with no people.
But McDonald's also has 2 places to order.
Yeah. Well, they only have,
Shut
That is true.
no, they only have one
Shut that
place.
down.
I didn't
No,
know
they
they
don't.
only
They
had.
have both sides. They
Oh,
have
I didn't
both
know they
sides.
only had one place.
Yeah, they only got one place.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
No. It's 2 lanes just merging to order at one fucking.
Okay, I didn't understand that. I thought it was
Yeah.
two
Oh, no,
separate
no, no,
places
no,
to
no.
order,
And
and then you merge to get it.
So you know what? When I looked at it a couple times, I go, I'm gonna get outside and I'm gonna kill some disrespectful motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Because I'll talk shit to you the whole fucking way.
No, that's different.
I got heated like a motherfucker.
Oh, exactly. You bitch.
That's
you better focus
different.
on it. I'm necessary.
Why would they have it not so you can order at both lanes?
So you know what I did? I pulled out, reversed out, because I waited about 2 minutes, and I'm getting anxious, waiting to see if a car's gonna pull in as if.
Yeah.
And again, I know it's not personal, but my mind's already spinning going, if you pull in and cut me and don't let me go first,
Yeah.
I'm gonna have a problem with you.
Yes.
I hate to be that way,
Yeah.
but I also don't want to be the person that didn't,
Yeah, I got you.
So I actually pulled out, reversed, and went out and walked to the front counter.
Yeah,
And I go, hey, by the way, how does that work over there? Because honestly, I'd be ready to fight somebody. If they, yeah, I know we have a few problems with that. Yeah, it's we just do it because there's not enough place to park everywhere else if all the cars go in line.
They should have 2 ways to order there.
Yeah,
I didn't realize. I thought it was just 2 separate order areas.
No, it's
just it converges into just one place
line.
to order.
You
Yeah,
basically
they
might
need
as
to
well-
cut
You
that.
basically might as well roll by with your middle finger up
Yeah.
and just
Cut-
flip off.
I'm
every
thinking
fucking-
like all the other McDonald's and all these places they have. You can order on each
No,
side, and then you
yeah.
pull in.
I'm going to just tell you this. If you think about it, I know you might think we're drastic here, but your windows don't keep you safe in your box. Okay, because picture this, and this will prove my point. We're at a grocery store, and they go, oh, this line's open for the next person in line.
Yep.
If somebody from left field comes over, no, hold on, bro, hold on. We can have some words.
Yeah.
Yeah, if
Well,
you're
we're-
waiting.
yeah.
And you haven't unloaded your stuff
Yeah,
yet.
we're gonna have words.
Yeah.
And again, please don't put me in that situation. So I know better. I'm gonna try and do the right thing and stay behind this. But guess what? If somebody cuts me, we're gonna have words. I'm not trying to disrespect all the 5 people that are there.
Yeah. No, it's the thing.
It's the biggest flaw I've ever seen.
I think
He gets grumpier with age.
No, I 1000% agree with
I
you.
agree with you guys now too. I didn't realize that.
Because my girl.
If there's a person so brain dead that they don't think about anybody else but themselves, I want to smack them in the face.
Yeah, I didn't realize there was only one place to order. So
Yeah,
that makes more sense.
Yeah, because
Why you would get mad.
Oh, trust me, my girl had to calm me the fuck
Yeah.
down. It's okay.
We didn't even talk about this.
Yeah.
I already knew. I
Yeah.
told the lady up front, you know how many problems you guys are gonna have?
Oh, my
We already
God.
do. We got to figure it out.
Yeah.
So that tells me they don't have the logistics.
And here's my thing is, even to make it halfway better, have the menu back.
Yeah.
Like
So you can
have 2 menus back
And-
where you can already look at the menu,
How about this?
look at the menu again. If you're only gonna have one shot to order.
How about this? Invest in one more person. You're making money. Do
like In-N-Out does.
Oh, In-N-Out?
Like In-N-Out. You know, they get out and they take it.
Chick-fil-A, every place that has a good, successful drive-through, learn
Yeah,
from them.
yeah.
Hire somebody. Honestly, if you're making good money,
Well, Chick-fil-A has a fucking 2 drive-thrus with the.
bring somebody in from one of these 3 drive-throughs.
Yeah.
In-N-Out, Chick-fil-A,
Yeah.
and Dutch Brothers.
Yep.
Bring one of those 3 drive-throughs out because they all have the 2 drive-throughs.
Yes, and they come out and they have somebody come out there and take your fucking
Take your
order.
Or just put a second kiosk to order on the other line.
No,
and then
but see-
you both order and you merge.
But see, they are limited space. If you go there, they're fucking tiny, bro.
Yeah, but if you have enough room to have a second line, you can put a kiosk there with a little sign that says, "Here's what you're ordering."
You can tell we're very passionate about this shit on 2 and 10
Listen, the food is fucking very good.
Yeah.
It just, like you said, to get the food is a shitty way to get the food.
Yeah.
Is a way. They got to figure that shit out.
They're playing chess or jacks when other people are looking at chess.
All right, I'm just gonna say, guys, we don't care about your weekends now. Let's go into the next topic. I want to talk about the Kansas City kicker, Harrison Butker, and his beautiful speech at Benedictine College, which is a predominantly Catholic college. So I will put that out there. What do you guys think about that?
What this crazy motherfucker said? I know what he said. Anyway, okay, so essentially for people who don't know out there, he essentially said that he believes, we should go back to the way it was, where women should be barefoot and pregnant and
Taking care of the house.
taking care of the house, should be only homemakers. We'd have a better society, all this other stuff.
He also blasted, Pride and
Yeah.
some other stuff.
All right, so here's the thing. All right, motherfucker. We're in the 21st century. But old school cat like me, I do like taking care of everybody on this panel know. I like taking care of my girl. All right. I like her. I'm old school but that's a choice. Okay. I don't demand it. I don't believe that's how it should be. Shit. If my girl fucking made the money and I had to stay the fuck home, I would. Hell yeah. Okay. I'll reverse roles with you all fucking day. But to say that's all women should do, fuck that. You know what I'm saying? That's not. I don't get down with that philosophy, but I do agree to where I like gender roles. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like I said, I'm an old school cat where I do like the man being the head of the household, the woman coming and fucking running the household essentially, because you guys got to be a fucking team. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so that's just how I roll.
Yeah.
But that doesn't work for everybody. And you can't come out and spout and say that should be a norm for everybody.
Well, I'm gonna add this. Regardless of his message,
Again, be a moderate motherfucker.
Hey, he can't read the room because guess what?
No, he read the room.
Well, here's my 2 cents is it's easy for a football player that makes a few $1 million a year to say that women should do this when in reality, like we said earlier in the show, most people can't even afford to live together right now.
Yeah.
But here's the worst part about it is he's saying this at a commencement speech where you just had many smart, successful women just graduate and spend probably hundreds of thousands of dollars on an education to be told you're better off staying home.
Yeah, and this
That's kind of disrespectful.
and this is what I'm getting at. You have to say I'm saying you have to fucking say these are. Oh man, how do I say it?
It's not about you.
It's not. I don't agree with. This is how I run. This is how I run my house.
Yeah.
But you have an opportunity to run your shit the way you do.
Without a doubt.
You know what I'm saying? Not this is how it should fucking be. You get what I'm saying? And that's what I'm trying to. I'm trying to diverse. People get an understanding is. I understand what he was saying. I truly understand what he was saying. But what I'm saying is, I don't think that should be across the fucking board.
Well, I'm going to say this. I think the person you have to blame is whoever hired him to do the speech. To be honest with you.
Well, they are a religious college, so they have some conservative values.
Yeah, but I don't even think in a conservative value, you still think there's a fucking one person house.
Well, I think it's okay for one thing to say, hey, you're into family values. I think he said it wrong.
Right.
The second thing is, though, a lot of times people take that as like he wants to go back to the olden days, and they think that they want to go back all the way with everything, including civil rights and gay rights and women's rights. Like he's trying to promote taking that away, where I don't think he was necessarily doing that, more of saying he was trying to present that he had, he valued the home and his religious beliefs, and the way he came about it was absolutely
but
absolutely
what was the criteria for this? Let's find the most popular, famous person we know on the chart.
Well, I don't know.
This guy has 20,000 followers.
Did he go to school?
I don't know if he went to school there or if he, because of his religion, it was like a religious thing. Like he was like one of the people.
So let's get the kicker for the Chiefs because he plays on pro football team. He's the kicker. And more power to him. But he's going to tell all the graduates because that's the biggest name we could get.
Right. Or maybe he's.
Could they have gotten Ronald McDonald or something?
No. Ronald McDonald. No, he's about equality, motherfucker. He ain't about. He's not.
He's all about his burgers.
You know what I'm saying? He's not about equality. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I'm just saying. Well, okay, then Burger King. Get Burger King.
Oh, have it your way?
Yeah, I mean,
No, you about have it your way, bro. You
he's a king.
You can do
He's a
anything.
king. He gives orders.
No, but he says have it your way. You can do it any way you want. You know what I'm saying?
All I'm saying is, man, it's the point where you just want, everybody just wants this like influencer stuff. Everybody gets fallen into what name are we going to get? He plays for the Chiefs. They just won the Super Bowl. This will work. We have a kicker that's going to come out and give advice for everybody. You know what I mean? Like, again, whoever hired him needs to be fired.
Right. I just think, well, or vet his fucking speech. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
I mean, at the end of the day, why do you even need to have a celebrity come give a speech at it?
Well, I mean,
Why don't you let the
I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't want to knock the guy because I do pick him in fantasy football as my kicker.
Well,
but
here's the thing. I think no, because I think it's cool to have. I'm assuming he's an alum at the college. That's why they have him. Because
I'm gonna look it up.
Like every day, they do commencement speech and they have a celebrity alum, come back and speak at the school and say, oh, this is, this school is, it's like school spirit. This is why.
Georgia Tech.
He went to Georgia Tech?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was brought in because of his religious beliefs.
Okay.
In the religious college.
Okay. So
PSYOP.
So he went to the extreme with it. But this is why I'm forgetting it. Are we supposed to have a separation between church and state?
Not at a
religious college?
Not a religious school.
Not a religious school? We don't have no separation?
It's a private school. It's a private school. You can do whatever you want.
Is GCU a private school?
Good question. I believe so.
Are you sure? I think that's a state college, bro. Can somebody look that up?
Which one?
GCU. Is GCU a private? Do they take public money? I'd love to know about that. Because this again goes into the many things that I'm fucking pissed off about is the mixing of church and state. But we'll have to. And don't get me wrong.
GCU is a private, for-profit Christian university.
Okay, all right. So
that's how most Christian campuses work.
Okay, all right, all right.
You have to sign agreements.
You heard it there. Okay,
you sign.
So at least, and listen, at least it's private. And
Hey, it's probably not much different than a lot of stuff that you're going to hear at some really conservative Christian or Catholic churches. So, I mean, I grew up Catholic. They're all about.
So here's my question to you. So you brought up the point. There are women that are in there that are going to be doctors, lawyers, high CEO professionals. Yeah. Do you think that was well received by them? They were like, "Oh yeah, I'm a Christian, so I'm just going to go along with the fuck he says."
I'll say this. Here's the funny part. It's we get so uptight and everything. I mean, we're talking about it, and we have our opinions on it, but it's one person's opinion. I think most of the people that are getting college degrees that have the confidence, and this, they don't
give a shit what he says.
You can decipher and decide what you're going to use. There's probably something very useful that they can take from his speech, and there's so much stuff they can ignore or say that's his opinion.
I mean, the funny thing is everybody wants to talk about like, oh, we have freedom of speech, but then if someone talks about, it doesn't matter what it is, whether you're, religious or, you're a racist. It's like you get mad when they show you their true colors. And it's like, that's what we want. We don't want the closet bigots in the closet.
Again, what I'm saying, bro, what we talk about at the beginning of this is you can't have it one way and not the other. You get what I'm saying? I love exactly what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yes, be all out there, be the forefront. Hey, this is how you feel? Fucking say it.
Yeah.
But then don't come on the other side and say, oh, you can't fucking do this. You can't do this.
Let's see if he retracts his statement.
You can't be fucking one-sided.
Let's see if he retracts his statement.
I don't believe he will.
I don't think he will. But again, you never know.
You don't have to retract your statement. I'm just saying you can't fucking come out here and say, oh, but I'm going to fucking control, women should do it, but I can also control their fucking body too. You know what I'm saying? You can't have it both ways.
Yeah, you can't tell them they can't have an abortion, but
come on now.
Want them to be homemakers.
Yes, all this other bullshit.
I agree.
Anyway, hey, that's just my stuff. All right, let's go to.
Let me ask you this then, real quick.
Yeah.
If we're talking about that, and you can't tell them that, then what about the certain shots that people get?
What are you talking about?
The shots,
the jabs,
the jabs.
Jab.
Because it's fine. It's very ironic. The same people saying "my body, my choice," and I called this before it even happened.
Yeah, right.
I go, the same people saying "my body, my choice" will say that it doesn't matter when it comes to getting jabbed. You have to do it. And it's exactly how that.
Oh, okay. I got what you said. But again, it goes back to what I'm saying. It's you can't pick and choose.
They do.
But that's what I'm saying. This is what we need to stop.
And look at how many people regret that decision.
I know, but you can't. That's what I'm saying is you can't pick and choose what side works for fucking you. You can't. You have to be. You can't say again and playing on that side. You can't say my body, my choice, but then say you got to get you got to get this shot.
Agreed, but they did and do.
Bullshit.
They
That's
did and
what I'm
do.
saying. That's
At the end of the day,
you know what I
And
fuck
some of them still are right in that, like
and you know what I'm
the
saying?
boosters doing anything.
And you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say, and I'll tell you, you don't give a fuck. We may lose some listeners. Fuck you. That's what I told them. Oh, you got to get the shot. Fuck you. I don't know enough about that. You going to say 8 fucking months down the road? You got this fucking miracle? No, fuck you, motherfucker. You can't tell me what the fuck I'm gonna put in my body unless I choose to put.
And I think when he's talking about shot, just for the YouTube people, I think he's talking about tequila.
Yes.
Because we don't need to get banned again.
That's what I'm saying. It's just like that's what I'm saying. It's fucking.
Yeah.
It's my body, my choice. Yes, my body, my motherfucking choice. Yeah. I decide what the fuck I'm gonna put.
Here's what's crazy. I'm gonna say this. Because I know, like Christian Catholic, boy, we're gonna get a lot of,
Hey, we touch on both sides. We're gonna lose the whole audience.
Here's what's funny. For a person like, for example, my mom, she will go to her grave going, that is murder, that is this, and you did this, right?
Right.
Sort of Christian Catholic.
Okay,
cool. I'm from a place where, you know what? There's rules out there. Nobody's perfect, right?
Right.
We go with the information we get. And we're also being influenced by sources that may not have our best interests.
Right.
So at a certain point, people's discernment's at different times and different places in their life. So what you do with it at that time, obviously is on you and your responsibility and your accountability, but maybe there's also times where you learn, you grow, and maybe some of the stuff you did at 15, 16, 20 is not the same thing you'll be when you're 50. Maybe that's part of the life's process and growing.
Gotcha.
Maybe if you believe in other lives, maybe it's growing in that life and this life until these decisions keep changing for the better. But either way, I've gone to a comfortable stance where, I'll be honest, I'm not with abortions. I'm not.
Okay.
I do believe it's murder. That's just me.
Really?
I really do. But
even in the case of rape,
okay,
incest and rape. You're saying the woman has to bear the scar of her. She has to have the baby of her rapist.
That's the tough one, and I'm not here to tell them what to do. That's just my beliefs. That's my belief.
No. I'm asking a question, man. Like she got raped by her father. She had whatever. It in her family relations. Got raped on the street by some dude. She got pregnant. And you're saying she can't have an abortion. You say that's fucking killing the baby.
I'm not necessarily saying that, because that is an extreme situation. And now my question is, out of all the abortions in the world, how much percentage is that one dramatic situation?
My question
is that 0.1, 0.001?
But
because that's because that's the one situation. People take a situation that goes, hey, if we walk out, if you tell somebody it's safe to go outside and they get struck by lightning, well, if they get struck by lightning, it's safe to go outside.
No. An abortion is a fucking abortion, man. It's like here's my thing.
But we're taking the one situation.
Now here's my thing. If you want to say a cutoff, so for me, it's a heartbeat. That's when it becomes a fucking human.
No, okay, gotcha.
Okay? So at that point, it's a human. Then then I agree. But before that, it's not a fucking human, bro. It's a fucking embryo. We use stem cells to fucking try to repair our body.
Here's what's crazy. There's people that argue that plants are alive. I mean, plants are living creatures. You know what I mean? Like this, and again, it's here's the funny part. We take information from people that want to position us in a certain way, even religion too. All I'm saying is this. Again, I guess I'll just get to my point is there's certain things in life. Nobody's going to be perfect. People are going to make mistakes. People are going to grow.
Right.
The onus is on what you know at the time when you make those decisions, and then obviously what you do going forward. But with that said, there's people that have cheated. There's people that will kill. There's people that will, commit adultery. There's people that will rob. They'll steal.
Right.
And my thing is this: when it comes to it, we're all gonna have to deal with that. We're all gonna have to deal with the repercussions of it.
Hey, I want to just put this out here real quick before we go into that.
We have free choice. God gave us free choice.
Gotcha.
I totally believe
that. So I don't want to take that away.
I totally believe in a woman's choice, whether or not she wants to have a baby, in or out of wedlock.
Agreed.
If she wants to or not have the baby.
And that should be a woman's choice.
Yes.
We can't have fucking babies.
But here's the thing. On the same token,
You asked me what I felt on the.
Then-
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, but
my honest opinion, then it should be a man's choice whether he wants to financially support that child or not. If the woman decides, hey, they get pregnant and they want to have the baby, and the woman could, without the guy's consent, can say, hey, I'm going to have an aburbtion, whether the guy wants it or not.
That's a whole.
It's happening.
Listen, that's a whole. Listen.
I know we get it.
Bro, I'm not arguing. Here's the thing. My shit is, I'm not arguing about the financial issue of it. I listen. What you just said right there, I agree with. I totally agree with it. But what I'm saying is, I believe as men, we should not have a right to say what goes on until
In
we're
her body, yes.
until we're able to have fucking babies. We can't dictate what that fucking.
I agree with that, but like I said, I think that.
But I agree
there should
with
be
you
a choice
saying.
on
I
either
agree with you
side then,
saying
too.
because if
you
they're
wanna
gonna
say
make
equal choice,
if they're gonna make that issue, if they're gonna make that decision to have a baby, and you don't want to have that baby, and they go ahead and do it. Yes, I believe all financial responsibility should be off your fucking because that was her choice. You know what I'm saying? You gave the woman her choice. Her choice had the body because it was her body that she had to deal with. But she also made the choice of not having that man deal with it financially.
let me say again, just so people take my opinion clearly. Again, I believe in what I believe
Right.
as far as not having an abortion. But again, I also believe in free will.
Yep.
So that's up to each person, and each person deals with the repercussions of what their situation is, and based on what they know at that time.
Right.
That's my 2 cents.
Right.
I mean, again, I'm not saying what you should or shouldn't do.
Right. Here, and
That point.
I'm going to put my fucking business straight. I'm not going to say everything that's involved with it. But I'm saying on both sides, even what Nick has said, on both sides of this, I've dealt with it on both sides. So I've seen it from all angles. I'm not just sitting up here spouting off some hypotheticals. I've been on it from fucking both sides. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, of course.
And so this is where my beliefs come from, and this is where, like I said, I've sat down and had conversations, and they say, okay, well, at what point do you consider it fucking murder? And like I said, at a fucking heartbeat, it's got to be a cutoff. You can't get fucking 20 weeks down and say, oh, I don't want this fucking baby. Now you're killing somebody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All right, I get that.
Yeah, but here's the thing: to get an abortion, let's say you're 5 weeks in and you realize you're pregnant. Good luck getting an abortion in a week. It's going to be 3, 6, 9 weeks before you can get an appointment.
Bro, it don't. I'm
Trust me, I know people that have done it. It's not a quick process.
Trust me.
They make you do multiple appointments.
Trust me,
And-
it is. Nick, I'm trying to tell you, it's a pretty quick. It's a pretty quick process.
It's a minimum right now, 3
Well,
to
it might be right now. I'm just saying.
6 weeks.
I'm just saying. When I knew of it,
Yeah,
it was a quick process.
it's minimum 6 weeks. You call any place, you have to have an initial.
Well, now you can't even fucking get one in Arizona, so it doesn't.
Well, you can. They put a stay on that.
Did they?
Yeah, and they're going to overturn that old.
Well, I don't know if they're going to turn it or they're going to put it on the ballot.
No, they're going to overturn it, and then they may put in some new
I
law.
want to throw something out there for people to think about off the subject, because it's a very heavy, sensitive subject. To
Yeah, go ahead.
people look into what they do with the aborted babies, like with the placentas and everything else. Look into all that stuff.
What actual here's my question. When you say aborted babies, like, when you talk about before heartbeats and stuff like that, like I know they develop stem cells from it.
They've been stem cells, they've got face creams, they've
Stuff like that, So here's my thing is like,
There's some weird shit out there. I'll just say that.
yeah, no, listen, I know the other side, bro. I'm not, and like I said, I'm not just fucking speaking of my ass. But what I'm saying is we're fucking men. And the cats that are making decisions that says abortions are right or wrong or gray-head motherfuckers right now that should not have any fucking say in the situation. But anyway, we come to the end of the show. We didn't even get through that shit.
Didn't do shit.
Talk about what
Hey, you know what? If you guys aren't satisfied with the show, we'll give you the next show for free.
Listen, we have fucking more material for the next week. But anyway, we coming in the show, man. Let's close this note on fucking thoughts of the day.
All right, Nick, you go ahead.
Oh, you want me to go first? Yeah. After that, Nick.
Hey, you're the only person who said about your weekend. So.
Hey, well, I got my weekend in. So
Yeah, go ahead.
My thought of the day is going to be, I have an exciting weekend coming up. I'm really excited for the Matt Rife Show, comedian. I think he's super funny. He's performing, I think, 6 shows over this weekend.
Gotcha.
And I'm super excited to go.
Another motherfucker that's dealing with some controversy right now.
And I'm going to be happy to report back after the show and tell you guys how awesome it was.
Yeah.
You're all going to wish you were there.
Let me know how that shit is in person. You know what I'm saying? Because I heard this show and live ain't as good as his other shows, but hey, prove me wrong. But anyway, go ahead.
All right. I'm gonna say it's funny. You look at your life. And it's funny. I was joking about it in the green room. How I feel like I'm getting domesticated. Like some of the purchases I've made in the last couple of weeks.
What'd you purchase?
All right. I purchased the ice maker, which I kind of got the idea.
Is it nugget ice?
No, this
You're missing out, bro.
No, I'll tell you, this one works. I got a good deal on it for a good price. So we got an ice maker, got an air purifier. What else? There's something else we got too. I can't even.
Vacuum?
No, that's going to be next. Actually,
Hey, you got to get the robot vac.
yeah. Well, I'm going to talk to you.
Do you have carpet on your floor?
No.
Then do the robot vac that also mops.
Okay. So yeah,
amazing.
We're talking about that, and then when I got a new TV too.
And tell before we go, tell them about the last purchase. Well, it ain't the purchase, but
and actually, okay, as funny as it is, so I got the Bengal cat, and eventually I wanted to get another one. So here's how funny things work. I saw an ad for people that had them over in Gold Canyon, and I was going back and forth, and they had one girl and three guys, and we're going back and forth. I'm like, what if Ollie doesn't get along with them? What if this, that, and the other? But it'd be better to have two cats at the same time growing up together. That way they can run around with each other and stuff like that. So he won't be as aggressive to us and stuff. So we're thinking about. I go, hey, I'll tell you. I go, hey, do you still have the cats? Oh, yes, we do, but they're going to be gone by the weekend. We just didn't want to hold them because people said they want to see them over the weekend. I go, okay, well, I'll tell you within the next 24 hours we're going to pull the trigger. So me and Chris are talking about it. And I'm like, I don't know what to do. Like, I want to take one, but it's crazy. They aren't cheap, whatever else. And so anyway, I have to tell the lady the next day. All of a sudden, after I had that call, I look and I get a text from the family that gave me Ollie, right? They said, hey, Mitch, just wanted to give you first shot. We decided not to keep both girls. We're going to only keep one. So that'd be Ollie's sister. And they're all, hey, you have first shot if you want her. I was like, whoa, hold on a second.
So it's destined to be.
Yeah, I feel it was destined to be. So they'll be brother and sister. So we're picking her up on Saturday. We still got to think of a name real quickly. A couple names I thought of, like me and Chris were going back and forth. Miley, but Myllee. I know Chris was naming Penny. And the other one I kind of liked was Louise, but AKA Wheezy.
Oh, there you go.
So I don't know. So if anybody got any thoughts, well, by the time the show airs, we're going to have named the cat.
We'll think about it. My thought of the day is I'm proud of my son right now. He's going to Oklahoma. He got a new business venture out there.
Oh, nice.
So he's doing exactly what I want my kids to do. Is I want them to go out there and have their own lives. And I advise you to push them to be their own people. And like I said, I'm so proud of my son. So on that note, we're out. 2